Sorry,
All right.
folks. We're back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I think we got in trouble, maybe.
Yeah,
But I don't know how. How would we get in trouble?
I don't know, man.
How? 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 Can you make it talking? Telling
Yeah,
us his feelings,
people
you
got
know?
hurt, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you guys heard most of it, right?
We're
I'm
gonna
assuming.
start it from the beginning.
Oh, shit! Okay.
We're gonna do this from the beginning. Yeah, sorry
Hmm.
about that. That was kind of outside our control. Um,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry about that. I mean, I don't know what the hell went on, but it did. So, all right. I'll make sure I'm on the right tab. And here we go.
Want to compare apples to apples now? Who's got the better matches against Uganda? Who's got the better matches? And some of the conduct of some individuals, I just realized, man, did I look like that big of a fucking ass sometimes? And I remember having that killer instinct, that mean streak. Yeah, I'm cutting a promo, so I should switch screens, right? Well, I just cut a promo again. It's pretty good. But he ain't me. He wasn't me. Wasn't me, never will be me. Here's the thing. That guy goes around strutting around, fucking a lot of mean shit about yours truly. Well, that's easy to do when I'm down and out. But geez, if you want to compare apples, well, it's kind of still apples and oranges. But let's try to compare apples and apples. This dude, okay? He has the gall, the unmitigated gall, to go out in the world and call himself the King of Japan. The King of Japan? Like according to who? Again, it's to himself. He's freaking calling himself this. This guy's delusional. What a maniac. People love you out there, Will. They do. They like you. Some love you, I'm sure. Some love you. The 500, 600 fans that still would come to Crackwin Hall when you were there, maybe less, I don't know. I'm sure they adored you. More people were coming to see me. More people were buying my goods. I was appearing on TV more. When you talk about the matches, who remembers any of your fucking matches, Will? Nobody remembers them. You want to compare apples to apples now? Who's got the better matches against Uganda? Who's got the better matches against Naito? Who's got the better matches against Ibushi, Goto, Tanahashi, freaking Yoshihashi, all these motherfuckers? And I know what you're probably going to say. Well, you ain't never wrestled like they do what I did, brother. Gives a shit. Who fucking, let me fucking do some of that to that. I'm like that. We're talking about the major players, the stuff that was bringing in the ching, ching, bing, bing, a la ting, ting. That was yours truly. That was me only, not you. It wasn't you. You never made a cent. You never made a dime for the company. Nothing. Not at all. Call yourself the king all you want. Call yourself the best all you want. You ain't that. I was that. And that memory still remains. They ain't never forgetting me. But I wouldn't be surprised if they already forgot you, Will. That's why you're looking to go out to Uganda. You're trying to make your own legend out there. But guess what? If I go to Uganda, I become the Ugandan king. Me. I do. But if you want it so bad, you can have it. Have it for a few months. Then maybe I take that flight. We'll see what happens then, huh? Pal. Buddy pal. Huh. All these guys. Jesus Christ. Every fucking person. I'm the best in the world. I'm the best in the world. I'm the best in the world. Oh, wow. Well, since you said it your fucking self, I guess it must be true. What the fuck is going on in wrestling these days? Everyone has to say it about themselves? I never fucking said about myself. This shit. People calling me the best belt machine. People calling me the best of all time. I never once said it. I never once. These names are given to me, and thus I repeat it. That's fucking all. That's all I'm doing. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of being the best in the world. You guys are just imposters. You're fucking frauds. Hello? What? Bitch. Ho! Go ahead. Fucking recite that formula over and over and over again. That Dave Meltzer formula. Get that fucking Dave Meltzer checklist every time. See if anyone remembers or gives a fuck aside from Dave Meltzer. Bitch. Bitch. No one do. Just him. One guy. Period. I get the love of all the people and Dave Meltzer. Try doing that. Motherfucker. No. I am not healing on Meltzer. He is just but one guy with one opinion who's watched a lot of wrestling. It counts for something. It counts for something. But he's jumped the fucking shark, so it doesn't count for much anymore. He has jumped the motherfucking shark, and guess who is to blame for that? Me. I'm the guy. I broke this scale. It fucked up something in his brain where he doesn't even know what good matches anymore. He's just like, Kenny, you opened my mind to this weird fucking world of wrestling that I never saw before in my life. And I think he can't, he doesn't understand it anymore. He stopped being able to understand. He can't comprehend what's going on. I opened Pandora's box and it's just running rampant now. That's all it is. Right, Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we got to cover that real quick, get it kind of out of the way,
Yeah.
He's not wrong
your
in the
thoughts.
slightest.
No.
He's
Oh my
not wrong.
gosh. No. Mm-mm.
I complain about Dave Meltzer a lot. I think that he's not the standard that people think he is.
No, and Kenny is right that it's his fault because he's had him and Okada had those great matches that now, like, if that's what that is, anything that is like, shit, if like you lit goddamn fucking, if Ospreay lit himself on fire, right? And decided to do an Oz cutter into a big thing of gasoline, that would probably get 10 stars from Meltzer. Okay. Because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's what it's meaning now.
The guy's been in the business for a very long time, but I think at that same juncture, it has jaded his opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're going to be generous, it's jaded his opinion. We're going to be honest. He's at the point to where his opinion is about as valid as everybody else's. And as it should be.
Yep.
We're all opinion and fact. That don't mean shit. We don't speak for everybody. We only speak for ourselves.
Yeah. But it's funny that Kenny was saying the same things pretty much I've been saying.
Well, I think that's just goes to show, a lot of people said I was wrong when I was like, Bully Ray thought the guy was a pompous asshole. And, I was like, he doesn't generally talk about people like that often.
Bully Ray?
Yeah.
I don't agree with anything he ever says. And if he said that about Will Ospreay,
he did.
Sorry. Well, goddamn. God
Wonders
damn.
never fucking cease, huh?
I guess fucking it's a cold day in hell today. Cold day.
Yeah.
And if I agree with Cornette on something, then fuck, it's the fucking apocalypse.
You absolutely should agree because he also thinks rather poorly of Will Ospreay. He feels like he is a danger to everybody in the ring, and he doesn't need to be.
I've only been saying that. Why is everybody now like biting off of this shit? I've only been saying this for fucking forever.
Well,
You know, and people
what
don't
you
understand like why. And I'm like, because that style of wrestling is like that. Look at Sammy Guevara. Now, you can, on the other hand, say, well, look at Wheeler Yuta, who's had concussion issues. That's a
Mhm.
yes, he's not doing flippy shit, but that sometimes that strong style, like what Shibata does too, it can take its toll because especially if you have someone who really doesn't know what they're doing. Just say
Shibata will never be Shinsuke Nakamura.
no.
He was the king of strong style for a reason. Then, now, and forever. Just because they don't
Yeah,
let him use it because they're still a little timid on strong style doesn't mean
yeah,
he's lost his touch.
no, no, no.
Like, you want to see a hell of a match. I will always, forever point you to Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Mhm. I think I'll tell you this. One thing that Tony Khan does not understand. And this is something that the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and any of those guys like Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, you've got Chris Hero back there. You've got Sanjay Dutt. You've got all of these people, Colt Cabana. You've got all of these people who've been around. Okay. And it's like, you can't just just because they were something somewhere or people think they're something and it's a toy that you have to have, right? It doesn't mean necessarily it's going to go over well. Like right
Yeah.
now, Mercedes Moné, fucking Willow is fucking mopping the floor with her ass.
Mm-hmm.
Those promos, okay?
Well, it's always been
And
good.
she's just not had the chance to do it. And then, so when I see Kenny with this, I'm like thinking, oh my God, this is great. And the funny, I'm laughing here because, and I'm not saying this is like, I'm like, oh my God, this is great because I don't like Will Ospreay. No, I think it's great because this is what I've been saying. Okay. And not only that, but it's nice to know that people who were there in the ring or around, you know, actually have that opinion.
Mm.
Because there are people that I do know in the locker room, on that locker room in particular, who, you know, had this opinion of him. Now, their opinion of that him has been different. And it's funny to me because I'm like, well, people, it's hard for people to change, and especially people kind of like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think that Tony Khan has a lot of prima donnas in AEW. And if you're going to hire these people with these big egos, that's not going to help.
Nope.
That's not. Nope.
Not even the
Nope.
slightest.
No. And when I see Mercedes, again, that's a big ego. Okay. Um, on the topic of Will Ospreay, yesterday he had a match against Shane Taylor. And Shane Taylor, fan. I was like, great. He's the next one to drop to fucking Ospreay. Great. The thing that killed me again, the no selling. I'm sorry. Shane Taylor is probably like maybe 1.5 times his weight. maybe. And I know people who've gotten punched by Shane Taylor. It's kind of hard. It's not, it's not the softest thing. Okay. I
Yeah.
know. I've been told. And I've actually talked to him, by his style before too. I'm a fan. And that match was disgusting to me. Disgusting. Because I'm like, okay, some like almost like 340, maybe 50-pound black man, if he's gonna fucking like do some move and he's like basically he's plopping all his body weight on me, yeah, that's gonna hurt. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much if his weight didn't come on you. But to no
Mhm.
sell that, come on. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That was awful. I couldn't stand it. So my big thing is who beats him? Because let's face it, next week he's walking out of there with a title, whether we like it or not. And that's a shame because he shouldn't. Because it's like a gift. And I don't know. I just I don't like that. And then I really hope, like with Kenny and stuff, Kenny's been pretty raw on his when he's been streaming his video games and like talking. I don't necessarily think this was a promo. What are your thoughts?
I think he had to get something off his chest, and since he's not really getting repercussions for saying it.
Mhm.
Good to fucking go. Let him talk. Let him speak his piece. He's earned that right.
Yeah, he has. And I think that it's very funny because all of his little fanboys and girls, a lot of them now are new fans of his. I could think of about like maybe 30 people off the top of my head who are now fans of his, who are sheep. Okay. I'm always like, don't be a sheep, people. Like, discover for yourself, don't just, there's hearts. Why is there hearts? Why are we hearting?
I'm trying to see if it works.
Oh, okay. Yeah, decide for yourself what you think is good, who you like and who you don't like. I personally, myself, I'm going to tell you, like, I've seen a lot of great wrestling. I've seen a lot of shitty wrestling. And, there's, and everything in between. And I feel that for anybody that you should make that decision. But
Yeah.
if you have somebody like a Kenny Omega, who is touted the best in, like, that's like, one of the best in the world, right?
He's not wrong. People tell him he's the best in the world.
They tell him that, they tell him that, and you got to think of it. Like, go look at some of these people who, like some of these ones. Okay. Bryan Danielson, he's always had that thing where he said he's the best in the world. But I think he was told that first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. He was
No,
the
back
American
in the Ring of
Dragon.
Honor days. Yeah, the American Dragon. That was always his thing.
Yeah.
CM Punk, sorry. I know you hate it when I call him Phil Brooks.
I don't hate it when
He
you call him
said-
Phil Brooks. I'm just making
Phil.
sure it's clarified for the audience.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Phil Brooks, he just says it, and we're supposed to believe it.
Well, that's
Think about it, people.
part of his gimmick.
Think about it. I know. Doesn't matter if it's part of your gimmick or not. That's part of Ospreay's gimmick. But think about it. If you are saying that you are the best, and you're not getting a lot of people telling you, that's when saying that this guy's the best. That's when I question it, people. That's when I question it. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, on that note, I think, we got to call it a night.
Yeah, it's Sunday and, people work. And I know you guys want to try to be sober, but you know what? Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Don't blame Digi. You know
I
what?
mean,
We do it. We drink because we like to. So, Digi, can you please start us off with your positive moments?
my positive moment, my positive thing I want to kind of put out there is I think that, we have coming up in various pay-per-views and things of that nature, a lot of talent that are going to be getting the exposure. We have a lot of independents that are now putting their matches and stuff on their YouTubes and on their own streaming hosted sites and things of that nature. Wrestling is good. Wrestling is great right now. And we should enjoy it in all of its forms. So
Awesome.
that's my positive.
Awesome.
I feel it's pretty positive.
Oh, yeah, it's very positive. I will say this is that this is going to be a great, fantastic week. I feel that wrestling this week is going to be interesting. Tomorrow's definitely going to be interesting to see where WWE is going to go. I know we normally don't talk about WWE on the show, but I have reason to watch now, so I'm excited about that. Um, AEW is one of these ones where I kind of right now I'm like, maybe I'll watch, maybe I won't, but I have it on in the background, and if something wants me to perk my ears up, I will. I might, just because of the fact that this is before the what was the main uh AEW event, Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it is live in Bakersfield. I am not going because fucking it's Bakersfield. And I get no Colt Cabana and get no Ricky Starks, so that's okay. But I do get Ricky Starks on Friday, so that's
Yay.
a positive. And I get to see Booty in person. But I know we will have another episode one before then because I want to make sure we do.
Yes.
Okay. And so where can we find you, Digi?
Well, soon you'll be finding me not just here at the Chaser or doing the Instagram at DigiDamon WOTR, but
Okay.
we have a new show, as you are aware,
Oh yeah,
uh,
I'm aware,
called
but
The
I don't think
Libation,
everybody is. Hmm.
where we are going to start reviewing independent matches of interest. We're going to start with Colt Cabana, the true king of the Indies. We're going to do a little Cultapalooza.
I don't like to call him the King of the Indies. I like to call him the Godfather of modern day independent wrestling. And actually, the Young Bucks, there's someone who likes the Young Bucks, they call him the Godfather of independent wrestling. If it wasn't for him, they've said it over and over, and they're very sincere when they say it.
Because there are
So,
a ton of people I feel like that give him a lot of shit saying he doesn't know how to wrestle this and that. And I know for a fact that he does. So we're going to, libation. We're going to take in the drink that is Colt Cabana. And we're going to have some fun.
yeah, one of the matches I've decided that we are going to do, let me give you a sneak preview, is I've decided against my better judgment, is we're going to do what was my dream match. So if you don't know, you'll have to see to find out. But I'm
Right.
also going to air a little portion of the documentary that I had made on YouTube. We're going to air
Mm-hmm.
up a little bit of that just so, you guys can get a little context of it. It's a little funny. But yeah.
It,
So
it
this is
will be
great. So you got to
VOD.
check it. Yeah.
We have a playlist already set up for it, so you guys will be able to
Mhm.
take a look at it. And I encourage everyone, if you're a fan of independent wrestling, if you're a fan of major wrestling, we're going to show you what it's all about. Like, I have a match that is TNA way back, one of the earlier matches of AJ Styles and the current GM of SmackDown. That was just a banger and a half that people overlooked. We're going to be talking about Japan. We're going to find independence. And if you guys out there have a match from your favorite promotion or your local promotion you want us to take a look at, go ahead and DM myself on Instagram at DigiDamianWTR, or you can find Miss Amanda Jane at
Miss Amanda Jane, JAYNE, at either X or Instagram, because that's how we roll. Maybe I'll even prove to you guys that, you know what, Jack Perry really can fucking wrestle. There's some matches that I've seen versus Jake Atlas that were fucking bangers, beyond bangers. You know, you want to say Dave Meltzer stars, Dave can qualify for some of those like 5-6 star ones. It was that fucking good. So, anywho, so thank you guys once again for joining us for another episode 1 of the Chaser. Can't say it's Thursday because it's Sunday, because you know how we roll.
That's why the title.
That's why the title. And so, guys, remember to support us. You can go to wrestlingontherocks.com. We have a shop. You can buy some cool shit. Again, we keep saying we're going to work on like adding merch, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But, you know, whatever.
And mind you, we make virtually nothing on any of our merch. This is all about if you want to support us, you will be supporting us by wearing that merch and by showing your support at your local promotions or your bigger promotions.
Yes. For example, shout out to Chris Willis. He wore the purple Wrestling on the Rocks logo shirt at a Dynamite AEW.
Hilarious.
Fucking great. It was great. He was so proud of it. So proud of it. So yes, you can do shit like that. You know, we love it. It's all good. Check out our Wednesday show with Ref Marsh, Bishop, and sometimes Clump. Maybe,
Sometimes
I don't
Clump.
know.
Yeah.
Sometimes Clump, you know, that's how he rolled over here on Thursdays. So, like I said, thank you guys once again for stopping in.
Hanging out at the dive bar.
We are the dive bar of the IWC. So thank you. Thanks for spending your Sunday with us. And that's the last call. Cheers.
Cheers.
Producer Lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support and buy us a drink by putting the I in subscribe and reviewing our podcast. And cheers.